What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the third episode of 86. This one's titled, I Don't Want to Die. Well, I don't think you have much of a choice in the matter, unfortunately. I'm going to assume this is going to be from the perspective of one of the 86ers. In which case, yeah, you don't have much choice, I'm afraid. Yeah, so last episode was a big one. We got a lot of world information out of that one, and it was kind of thrown at us, but it made sense in the way it was thrown at us, to be fair. So, the reason why we're confident that the war ends in 2 years is because we believe that the Empire, upon building the legions, has been wiped out by its own legions, and therefore they can no longer maintain themselves, and they have a finite time span in which they can run, which is about 6 years. And we believe that the takeover happened 4 years ago, therefore there's only 2 years left of these legions to really work before it's all over, which means we don't have to worry about the war in 2 years, which is a big assumption. It's a big assumption to just say, oh yeah, we think the Empire no longer exists and it's just the Legion. That's way too big of an assumption. Like, way too big. And it also assumes that the Legion, who seem to have a form of intelligence combat-wise, whether they have much more of an intelligence beyond that, I don't know. That would be kind of interesting. But could they resupply and repair themselves? I don't know. Because in theory, if you know that the Legion has a finite time span before they all deactivate, then you would also know that the Legion also has a finite number of them. You know they're not making any more of them. So if you can catalogue all the ones you engage, you should know that... Well, honestly, the biggest thing that you could probably check is... what you could check is you could damage one and track it in some way. I don't know what sort of tracking capabilities we have in this world. But if you could track a damaged one and see if it comes back repaired, or if there is any repairs being conducted on it, then you know there's more than just their time span on them. Also, I don't think every single Legion was made at once, so surely some will expire before others in that sense. It's a bit too much of an assumption just to say, oh, in 2 years the Legion will deactivate. I think that's too naive, especially since we have no... We don't really have anything to base it on except we believe. Are we conducting spy missions into the Empire? Do we have the capability to do that? Do we have, like, spy planes in this world? Like, we don't seem to have any form of airborne anything. I'm just trying to think back to the shots we got at the city, if there was ever, like, a plane or anything in the air. I assume there wouldn't be, because you've got those, like, weird, like, nano... Well, not nano, but you've got those weird, like, flying, like, radar blockers and stuff. So we have radar in this world, obviously. But do we have satellites that can look at our enemy or anything like that? Like, it just feels like they're putting way too much assumption into the 2 year thing. But I'm sure that'll come back to bite them eventually anyway. But we'll see. But we also learnt of the revoking of citizenship and human rights to non-Alba populations. So anyone who doesn't have silver hair and eyes, which is the visage of the ruler at the time, I believe, right? Like the king, queen, whoever is in charge. I don't know what political figure they had. I think it was a king. If you do not match that, then you're not human anymore. Therefore, they're not human casualties because they're not considered human because of their lack of silver hair and eyes. Which leads me to be suspicious about that one girl who seems to have very, very similar eye and hair color. It might not be exactly the same as those in the area. If that's the case, then that's extremely strict hair and eye color policies, essentially. Or if there's more reason to be sent into District 86 beyond just maybe she was a criminal of sorts or deemed a criminal for some way by the Republic. I need to get used to saying Republic because I always want to say the Empire, but the Empire's our enemy. Although, really, who are the good guys here? Are they good guys here? I don't think either of them are good guys, really. Yes, the Empire started the war, but the Republic didn't really need to go to... Well, I guess they did kind of need to go to such drastic measures just to survive, didn't they? They had nothing that could go up against the Legion. I think they were kind of stuck at that point, so maybe drastic times, drastic measures, you know. Anyway, we also got some more detailed spec information on the Juggernauts that we got with their 57mm cannons and stuff, which is really, I can see why they're lacking firepower now. If you're using 57s, you should at least get like a 76, have some 105s or something like that. Like actually build up some more powerful guns, because it looks like the enemy has a much wider diversity of units. We're just stuck with Juggernauts, which is just kind of all the same. Which makes it easier to manufacture, I assume, but it looks like we're making them out of junk rather than actual any metals or anything that we're manufacturing purposely for them. So, anyway, our commander here, Lena, is getting further and further along with Spearheads. Obviously, Spearheads still have the intention of driving out one of their commander, essentially. Because they've been doing it for recent ones. They've got her on the wall in the pig, like, visage, essentially. Which I think they might change as time goes on, as they actually meet her and get to know her and actually begin to like her more. I feel like maybe they'll change that drawing and be like, once they physically see her and know what she looks like, or they'll just assume and they'll actually draw her as a proper human like the rest of them. I think that would be a nice little character moment if we eventually get to that point. But anyway, we're going to get into this episode because I'm very, very excited for this show. I'm really, really liking this show. It's beautiful to look at. I love the idea behind it. And yeah, the combat scene we got last time was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed that. I know some people complained about like the movement of them because they're like these huge steel things and they're like zip lining around and stuff, but you have to have fluid movement. If you don't have that fluid movement, they would just be destroyed immediately. So, and also it's anime. We don't know what exactly planet we're on necessarily. We might not even be Earth. This could be another planet altogether. This is far in the future. We got different techs and stuff, you know. So it's one of those things that you're willing to believe for the sake of the world. And honestly, fast movement is kind of necessary in combat. I think if you don't have speed available to you, then it doesn't feel as cool, really. That's kind of why, like, games like Titanfall, like, what Titanfall's movement, it's so good. Like, it's just, it's great. Like, anything like that, and just makes fluid movement, and then you build gunplay around your fluid movement, that's the best. You don't build gunplay and then just strap on some good movement. Like, Call of Duty tried. But yeah, anyway, I've been talking too much. Let's actually get into the episode. So, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as the Patreon request shows World Trigger, Log Horizon, and Symphogear G. We'll be progressing on to Log Horizon Season 2 the first week of May, so look forward to that. But here on YouTube, we also have movie reactions with Weathering a New Movie coming tomorrow, if you're watching this on the day it comes out, so look forward to that one as well. But here on YouTube we have two time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then I'll play start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. We'll watch this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since they're the ones who licensed it. We don't have any logos or anything, we're just going to go fading into the episode by the looks of things. You can use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should help you sync it up. And with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Oh boy. We took a loss. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna guess we took a loss in the end. Legion. Oh, I also didn't mention this in the recap, but yeah, we've got some people coming towards the end of their service, which isn't going to end well. It really isn't. I don't know what end of service is for these people, but it's not going to be good. Alright, here we go. Okay. Hmm. Oh boy. I mean, it's honestly true, though. That's the problem. Oh boy. Yes. Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. Hmm. Oh boy. Sure. Uh, Could be more obvious. God damn it. Oh shit, they were quick with the guns. Oh shit. You can tell the military trains. Oh boy. Oh no. About to get stoned. Oh shit, that's a knife. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nice. Yep, they do. Yes. There's also that. Yes. Yeah, you're not off the hook yet. Yep. uh, pick your next words carefully. uh, jovial atmosphere, really, but what? Hmm. 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 Whoa, really? I'm curious now. Because we've not seen anyone older in this bit. Oh. Wasn't that the codename at the very beginning? Oh, no. I've got a bad feeling now. Hmm. 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 Mm. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. What are we looking into? A map? They don't have good maps? Seems a bit odd not to give them proper maps. Hmm. Okay. Oh boy. That's also a point. Hmm. That's like a map. That's gonna come falling down on her head. Okay, she avoided it. Hey. Hmm. Hmm. uh, uh, they all just call it different things. Hmm. This conversation, okay? Seeing it from her perspective instead now. And then this is the request time. Was this the request for the maps? Why do you care about this? Okay. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Definitely, yes. But that's not what the real world's like. Yeah. Mm. Mm. She still will though. Mm. They don't even have the mats to be able to make that call themselves, which is a bit. Hmm. Ah, okay. That's classified? Why would they even classify maps information? Huh. That seems odd. That's not how you win a war. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Well, wait do I do episode, huh? I think we got after credits though, haven't we? We have after credits, okay. Why would you classify map data? Why would you classify that? I guess so the general populace doesn't remember the purge of their people? No, this is battlefield data, not. Oh, that seems odd. It's almost like they don't actually want to win. Like they want to hold on but not win. Hmm. After credits. Hmm. Hmm. Millions? Oof. You're not cut out for this job. Oh boy. Next episode, real name. Oh boy, that was a good episode. Holy shit, was that a good episode. We lost one. Well, another one, I should say, but we've lost one. Goodbye, Kirschblut. Goodbye, Kirschblut. Yeah, she. But as soon as they said her name in the episode, I was like, oh no, she's gone. Oh boy. I'm still curious about the girl who has very similar appearance to those in the Republic. I still want to know more about her going forward, but yep. Yep. I mean, I think that was part of the plan. Well, not part of the plan. The death wasn't obviously part of the plan, but that reaction was absolutely part of the get them to get the operator to quit, suicide, whatever it is that they've done with so many others before them. But I don't think she's not going to be like that this time. Lena's not going to be like that. Because next episode's title, Real Name, she's going to want to know the real names. It's like, you calling me a fucking hypocrite? Okay, what's your real name then? What's your name? I want to know everything about you. Like, I ain't fucking leaving. Like, she's going to prove to them, like, yeah, because they just had a whole thing where it's like, not all 86s are good, therefore not all of the Republic can be bad either. So, yeah. She's gonna, they call her a hypocrite. Well, that one guy called her a hypocrite. And she's gonna prove, hey, I ain't like that. I'm not like the others. Oh, that fucking moment though, and it cut into the ED, it was just so perfect. It's just so perfect. I love it so much. I didn't even mention how the ED is changing, obviously, to suit whatever key moment is going on in the show. Last time it was the shot of the Juggernaut and the bridge after combat had just ended. This time it's inside the command room after just realizing you just lost one. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm surprised this isn't ranked higher. I'm honestly surprised this isn't ranked higher. Like, 76% seems honestly very, very low. Like, maybe it's just me and how much I'm enjoying this, but this feels like very, very low considering the animation quality that's going in there, the premise of the show. I'm surprised it's only at 76%. Genuinely. So, I guess we'll see if it improves over time or what, but especially when you got like A1 Pictures animating it, it's like, where's the complaints necessarily for this show? I don't know. Anyway, Why are maps classified information? Why are battlefield maps classified information? Why do we always know where they're going to attack before they even show up? Like, there's just so much that's adding up that is just so odd about this situation that it makes you believe there is a greater conspiracy going on, and I'm fully expecting there to be one. Like, I know someone threw out the idea of, oh, the Republic knows this and is planning all this just to help purge the undesirables. It's a bit of an extreme way of doing it, maybe, but, you know. There is definitely more going on. We know the Legion's not just going to shut down in 2 years. Besides, we've got to survive 2 years first. Like, there's no guarantee we survive 2 years, and the Republic really isn't trying to help themselves by not giving them proper information, not giving them proper equipment. It's like, do you actually want to win this fight? Do you want to survive? Because you're doing everything possible to kind of not. And that concerns me as to why you would take that risk. Why would they not give map data in this instance? I can't think of a reason. Battlefield map data. Why not give that to the 86ers? Other than they just don't care about their survival. Like, it must just be that general perception of, we don't care what happens to you, just throw them at the wall and hopefully we'll get where we want to go. So kind of like Soviet 1940s strategy. Just throw men at the enemy, eventually some will get through. Like, who cares about having the best equipment? Who cares about having the most equipment? Just throw men at the wall, and eventually the wall will fall. It's kind of like that sort of mentality going on. Very much reminds me of Yojosenki as well, during the... I think it was the movie, right, when that happened, or was it during the series? I think it was the movie. Yeah, because it was the movie we were dealing with the commies, so... Yeah, they were just throwing men and men and men and men. Eventually, the enemy will run out of supplies. So maybe that's what the 86 are encompassing as their strategy as well. But that would be kind of interesting because it'd be employing the Nazi Aryan ideology of only pure-blooded, but going to the extreme. But also incorporating the Soviet throw men at the wall and hope it works strategy. So it's kind of like taking some of the more darker aspects of history and combining them all into one nation, which is kind of interesting. I wonder how far they can go with that. I wonder if they're going to get even darker than this as time goes on or not. Who knows? But yeah, I'm loving this series so much. The atmosphere of it is perfect. Sound design, perfect. Character building's going really strongly right now as well. I'm very interested to see how we go from here. Shame we're only getting 11 episodes this part of the season, but we will be getting the split core and the return of this show in... well, I assume it's going to be in October. They don't actually say October 2020 on the TV status for part 2, but I thought it was completely split core, and therefore we'd be taking one off and then one on. But they haven't actually announced that October is the start for next time, which is kind of interesting. I just assume it is because it's split core. And they usually only take one season off for split cores, but we'll see. But that's going to do it for you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the one as much as I did, because I'm loving this series so much. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 Lightning Fight here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.